welcome to Bad Movie Brothers. I'm Eric.
I am Chad.
And this time we watched A Time for Romance.
I hate you for this. Hated this. Hated it.
Now, for the folks at home, a quick peek behind the curtain. We mentioned many times, we filmed 2 episodes of this at a time. And so in choosing the 2 movies, we filmed this along with a movie called Grunt, the wrestling movie. You should check out our episode on Grunt. I put together a beefcake theme here.
Yes, you did.
Because this movie stars Fabio.
Hi, I'm Fabio.
Gosh.
In what is, to be fair, barely a movie.
Yeah, good question. Is it a movie? Is it a TV show? Is it a commercial? What's happening?
Excellent question. So I found this thing at a local half-price books and had to have it. The box,
of course.
The box claims that it is 45 minutes, which I deemed that's close enough to be in a movie. It is.
I don't think it's 45 minutes long.
Not 45 minutes.
Is it 25 minutes long?
If it's 25, it's between 20 and 25 minutes long. And then at the end has the longest, most padded out credit sequence possible.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It is, how to describe it? The box claims it is a video romance novel. I'm very happy about this. So Chad is right. This is very short. It is not it is a, it's a videotape, I guess, is the best way to describe it. It's about 20 minutes of Fabio giving the viewers what they want. Fabio.
But he's not giving it to him. The girl's giving it to him.
Well, first, Fabio's not giving anybody anything in this movie, number one.
Definitely not acting, I can tell you that.
No.
She sounds educated. If I could just tame the little witch.
So I must give the premise very quickly. The movie, such as it is about a romance novel author who stays up all night trying to figure out what her next novel should be about, specifically what time period it should be set in, and then gives us quick vignettes of Fabio as a Viking, as a pirate, as, I guess, like a count in like the 30s or something, and then Fabio comes to life.
Was he really a Viking in the first one, or was he just walking? Like, I thought he was a Highlander. He looked like a Highlander to me.
He looked like the Kurgan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you. So let's jump right into that first segment. So the first one is she decides he should be a Viking. He is a Viking in England for some reason. We see him at the beginning of this segment standing at the front of a boat that is being rowed by the most costume shop Viking you have ever seen in your life. And then he's gone. He never comes back.
No.
Now, Chad.
Yeah.
You must have noticed in the Viking segment the reason that I bought this movie. I hope.
No, what happened? What happened?
His costume, sir. His costume.
What about it?
He is wearing the costume of Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Here's my biggest question about not the Viking one, definitely the Viking one, and maybe the pirate one. So the audience for this film,
Our mother.
right? Clearly, middle-aged women who read romance novels
Right.
and like the Fabio back in early 1990.
1993.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do they like the fact that he's willing to kill a child?
You have far too much courage, boy.
For no reason? Like he just found that kid in the woods and was gonna kill him?
Yeah, so he stumbles upon some kid screwing around with a sword. And pretty much the plot of the Viking segment is he is going to kill the kid, then decides not to kill the kid when he finds out the kid has a comely sister, and then forces the sister to marry him at sword point.
You're Christians?
Yes.
Go and fetch one of your priests. And hurry! She will stay under my sword. Until you return.
You will allow her to have the sacrament of last rites?
No. You will perform a marriage.
He was doing some pervy stuff.
Fabio in all time periods in this movie is a terrible human being.
Yeah, or like the weirdest pirate there ever has been.
Oh, we're jumping all over the
Not a
place.
pirate
in
at all.
this. Well, I need to like, I don't think you understand how it is literally Vigo's costume and how excited that made me.
We're talking about the guy in the painting.
Yeah, there's a picture of Fabio in the costume on the back of the box, and I saw that and I went, well, that's Vigo.
We'll compare and contrast. Show both.
I will. It is rented from the same place, the costume. Although Fabio has given it his own wrinkle.
Oh, no shirt.
No shirt. Because shirts are Fabio's kryptonite. There's an
Here's a. I got a real question.
Yeah.
Now, you see Fabio. He's a largely muscled gentleman.
Well, gentleman is, I think, pushing it, but
Person. He's a person, that's for sure. Now, we both, I think, understand the amount of effort it must take to look like Fabio.
yeah.
Can you actually envision him sitting down and lifting a bunch of weights? Because I can't see it.
Oh.
I just can't see it.
This is perhaps the finest question you have ever asked in the history of Bad Movie Brothers. No, I can't. Fabio,
No.
I can't picture him like at a gym, like doing reps or something like that.
Right. No.
The only thing I can give you is an alternative. I think Fabio I think he is molded.
Molded?
Like
Or do you Father Bly right now?
like a Ken doll. Like he's been vacuum molded into that shape.
Well, and that's interesting, isn't it? He definitely doesn't he's not as vascular as many powerlifters are.
No, he's
but
no,
he has
he's no Schwarzenegger.
the sort of muscle.
Yeah,
Right.
But it's that very sort of Ken doll, like smooth kind of muscle, if that makes sense.
But I get it, but it's so large that he has to have lifted a ton of weights.
Is he a robot? Or
The
a
way he
space
speaks
alien?
and moves, I don't know. He's something. He's not a human.
The way he talks throughout this movie does not feel like a human being.
He didn't have a Viking accent. He certainly didn't sound like a pirate.
Oh my goodness
And
gracious.
I guess when. So yeah, the last one you say he's like a count.
Yeah, I
But
believe
she sets it up that she won't. Go ahead.
No, go on. I'm sorry.
She says she's gonna do something supernatural and modern with a twist. And so we get what? We get black and white?
And
What?
that it's her personal secret fantasy.
A lot of people are intrigued by the supernatural nowadays. I do have a secret fantasy. I wouldn't mind acting out.
And it goes
Here's another question.
And it goes so far as to have her be the woman in that one. Like, because it's kind of weird that she doesn't imagine herself into the other scenarios, but she does imagine herself into the last one, wherein apparently her secret fantasy is being a school teacher who doesn't want to marry Fabio.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know. It was
So
super
strange.
weird. Yeah.
I may be all dressed up like a princess to fit the picture, but inside, I'm still a plain, ordinary grade school teacher. Having you pay attention to me has been very flattering, and I'll cherish every moment we've spent together for the rest of my life. But tomorrow, I'm on my way home.
But my question,
Yeah.
or more of a point, I don't know, comment, question, whatever.
Explanation, hope.
She says she remembers him, first seeing him, in a movie when she was 14 years old. What?
So she has there's this fantasy where it's like sepia toned, I don't know, like the movie Rebecca or something like that.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then she wakes up from dreaming it, and Fabio is on the couch.
Who are you?
I don't know. I don't seem to have a name.
He has come to life and says such creepy things as, I don't think I have a name.
Hey, you hit that perfect. That sounded just like him.
I don't think I have a name.
I am a Viking pirate.
So first off, that's the movie I want to see. I want to see a movie where some romance novelist's dumb hunk of beef main character comes to life, and then they have to run around like 90s New York with him not knowing like what a hot dog is.
Yeah, oh my god.
That's the movie I want to see.
We've seen it.
Oh man. Well, it's so because so then she wakes up from that dream of him having become real.
Correct.
And then she goes to bed, and Fabio is in the bed. And I guess it's her husband?
I don't know. Was it Fabio? I was confused by that.
It was at least Fabio shaped.
Right. Yeah, it was a big guy.
And listen, if it quacks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's Fabio.
So then she's writing novels,
Yeah.
romance novels,
Thank you.
starring her husband for other women to read and fantasize about?
Also peculiar, the movie starts with her in bed, I believe, and I don't think there's a guy in the bed at that point.
Right.
Secondly, the camera pans around her office at the beginning of the movie, and we see two creepy things, one related and one unrelated. The unrelated one is, for some reason, she has a solid foot-tall statue of two people making out, which is really weird. Two, she has a bunch of 8x10s of Fabio on her desk. And when I say a bunch, I mean like 30.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, the only reason we're seeing any of this, presumably,
Yeah.
is because she wakes up in the middle of the night before her deadline, and she has absolutely nothing.
The only problem is, I can't decide what time period to use. My editor editor expects something today. I've got to come up with an idea.
So she wastes time by going through all of these scenarios.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we end up, and she still has nothing.
Yeah, yeah. She straight up says her editor's expecting something tomorrow morning. And then it seems like the most writing we see her do is on a legal pad, which she then throws away. We've been dancing around the pirate for a minute. I think we need to talk about the pirate segment, which starts with her saying, "My editor has a thing for pirates."
You know, my editor has a real thing for pirates. Let's see.
What? So, okay. This is 1993.
Yeah.
What year did the Four Musketeers get made?
You mean the Three Musketeers?
Sure, yeah, whatever.
You're adding a musketeer.
There were four at the end.
But you mean the one with Chris O'Donnell and Kiefer Sutherland, that one?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, around then.
As a pirate,
I'll
he
be
looks
the man who will fight for your honor. Go on.
You got the wrong song.
Oh, you're right. That's the Karate Kid 2 song.
Yeah, because the
We
Three
did it all
Musketeers is
for the glory of love.
yeah, it's all for one. Sting, all those guys, you know.
Yeah. I think it
Barry
might be the
Manilow.
same song.
Yeah, sure. So, as a pirate, Fabio, I think or either way, Fabio or Oliver Platt stole from one or the other in each other's movies.
I must have something that a woman can use.
Because they look the exact same.
I would have, well, dress-wise. No offense to Mr. Oliver Platt.
No.
I would pay so much money to just swap out Oliver Platt in this.
I bet you could find that movie.
That would be pretty good. So in the pirate segment, which is about a shipwrecked pirate, and which features at one point shows us a group of pirates who could not be more stereotypical Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride pirates.
Exactly.
Their captain is Fabio,
It doesn't make sense.
who is wearing an immaculate white linen number.
He is the most well-dressed pirate there has ever been.
Especially among a bunch of guys with like the eye patch and the big hat.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. There's a shot of him early in that segment where he's writing something, like with like a big quill, that I thought was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Has been given orders to repair the ship and search for salvage.
What's he writing?
I don't know. I guess just the idea that Fabio can write, I found hilarious.
Here's another question from the pirate stuff.
Yeah.
Can Fabio actually play chess, do you think?
That chess game was about half the running time of the movie.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Because, so what happened, they're shipwrecked. Somehow the pirates find a woman on the island, and they bring her to Fabio. Fabio does not like the way she smells, because as one of the pirates says, and this is a quote, I'll do my best pirate voice. The tide washed her through animal droppings.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
And what is the stench?
Well, the tide washed her through some animal droppings. And even though she smells so bad, I could not leave her with the men.
And so he makes the pirate go clean her up, and now we're getting into some real pervy Fabio territory. Oh! We're getting into some real pervy Fabio territory here.
The whole movie.
Yeah, because the lady's like, I don't want this pirate watching me bathe.
Right.
And Fabio's like, he can barely see. It's fine.
It does not matter.
Don't. His good eye is broken.
And don't worry about him. The only eye he has is almost blind.
As he finished mouthing her line, so he remembered what his line was. Watch it. Go back. Watch it.
Oh, I will. And then they have dinner, him and the lady, and
Correct.
he forces her to like thank him for his generosity. It is terrifying.
Ugh.
Bobby. Oh.
Probably no.
Let's see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
We also have not talked about the introduction to this movie.
Created for his friends.
Because apparently they felt like you would put this video in the player and not know what was going on. So Fabio comes out in a white sports coat and no shirt
Right.
to say hi and let everyone know that this is a very special gift for his friends.
This program was created as a very special gift for my friend. Please, come with me to the world of romance.
Here's the deal. It would have been 15 minutes if they didn't put as much slow motion in it as they did.
Slow motion and chess and long shots of offices.
And some good classical music.
Why isn't it longer?
But what were they going to do?
Any of the, like, why isn't it just a whole movie where he's a Viking or a whole movie where he's a pirate?
He had to show his range.
Or was this a pilot for a TV show where every week Fabio would be a different whatever?
I hope not.
It's possible.
They would run out of stuff so fast.
I think they ran out of stuff because they had Viking and pirate, and then they went, we don't even know anymore.
That's it. We'll do put you in a suit.
I don't know. Is he a vampire? I don't know.
You know what was great about that? The last one
Everything.
is he's wearing his hair in a ponytail. So when he comes to life, the first thing he can't wait. The first thing he's got to do is get his hair down. Ugh.
This is more my style.
I prefer it this way.
I think this is more my style.
Oh, terrible.
Good gravy. He also, in that part where he is a dream come to life, the author asks him what's going on, and he's like, maybe it was the dream maker.
Perhaps.
As if that's a dude.
I don't choose to show up where I show up.
What if at that point Oliver Platt had shown up in like wizard robes and went, I am the dream maker?
Perfect.
Right?
And then Nick
Right?
Cage would fight against him.
Ooh, I'd watch that movie.
There you go.
Do you remember when Fabio got hit in the face by that bird?
Yes. Smart bird.
Good times. Good times. So, we talked during Grunt about how that might not be a movie.
Correct.
This might also not be a movie.
No, this definitely is not a movie.
This movie has no IMDb page.
It shouldn't, because it's
How
a
is-
like infomercial.
But how is that even possible at this point?
It's been erased from the internet.
I've worked on shows that have IMDb pages,
And we're all better off for it.
right? Well, and so I then had to watch the credits for this thing
Uh-oh.
and go through each name to find out if
Well-
anyone had ever done anything.
There's a very specific name I'd like to point out.
Please. Is it Fabio?
No, it's the FX assistant.
Oh,
His name,
yeah.
Jimmy Stewart.
I said that too.
Is it possible?
Oh, I think it's 100% possible that in his dying days. Well, what we gotta do is we gotta make it seem to the audience like Fabio is actually a Viking.
Do you think Harvey is actually Fabio the whole time?
I'm watching that movie tonight with that in mind.
There you go.
Hey Harvey, would you like to have a seat? No, I'm okay.
I think this is more my style.
It was like the whole movie was leading up to that.
Seriously.
Unleash
That's all it was.
Unleash the beast.
Thank God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's also surprisingly little kissing in this movie.
There's barely any romance at all, really.
Yeah. A time for romance? I don't think so.
Time for bad acting.
Oh man. I don't know. Like, that might be all I have to say about this cinematic marvel.
I'm still stuck on how he got that big.
It's an excellent question. What do you think he looks like now?
I assume fairly similar.
Could it all be plastic surgery?
Not then.
What if he's from the future? Oh
Well, then
my
that's
God,
a
Chad.
totally different question.
Oh my God. What if he's a Terminator?
He's not.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. He's been sent. He's been sent into the past by Skynet to find Sarah Connor. He's just waiting around for her to read one of his books.
He's not that cool, man.
Maybe that's Skynet's new plan. Maybe when it didn't work with the cool guy.
Be boring as all get out.
Thank you. I appreciate the self-censoring. Well, I think that's probably it for A Time for Romance, unless you would care to add any more.
You should be fired for this.
Listen, I could not give you Grunt and then not also give you Fabio.
Here's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Find like a YouTube workout video of Fabio just to put it in at the end of this to show everybody how he got that big.
I love this. Tilt through the pelvis all the way up and then under. And up and under. Yes. Whoa.
Oh,
Great job.
great.
All right.
Did you feel that burning?
I feel it burning.
I can't imagine such a thing exists.
It's got to.
I don't know. Like, I think that you're 100%. Does he? What do you think Fabio's workout outfit is like?
The Viking outfit? I assume they just left the gym. That's it.
So, can I use this machine?
I think he just woke up like that one day and he was like, I think I am now a star.
I would like to imagine that he was a farm boy in, I don't know, Switzerland or wherever he's from. And he was just like pitchfork and hay. And one morning, like a model agent happened to drive through the countryside and went, "That's it."
No, this man has never seen a cow, never touched a cow.
Does he know what a cow is?
Probably not.
If you showed Fabio a cow, would he hide?
I know for certain he knows what a bird is. That's about it.
Does he know it beyond the thing that exploded on his face?
That's it.
Oh, Fabio. I hope he calls. Fabio, listen, Fabio. Having watched A Time for Romance, which I need to remind the audience was a very special gift for your friends, I feel like we are now friends. I also feel like you're the kind of guy who Googles himself 10 times a day. If you are watching this video please call in. Here's what I'm going to do. Extraordinary measures.
Don't do this. Other people are going to call you. You're going to get calls.
This is my phone number, Fabio.
Oh, man.
My work
You're gonna
phone
get
number.
calls.
My work phone number.
You're going to get calls.
I hope I get calls. Fabio. Call me, bro.
Ugh.
I want to know your whole deal.
Or people in the Minneapolis greater region, give Eric a call and act like you're Fabio.
I will also accept that. My dream now is that we get to do an episode that is dedicated to listening to voicemails of possible Fabios.
Fabio voicemails. Fabio VMs.
Come to the station, Fabio.
Hold up the box again. Is it me,
Yeah.
or does he look like he could either star as the Beast from the live-action Beauty and the Beast, or the Cowardly Lion in Wizard of Oz?
Let me tell you something. First, number one, Vigo the Carpathian. Number two, I look at this thing and my reaction was the same. Is this a home movie copy of Beauty and the Beast?
Ugh. Also terrible.
Oh my goodness. Which co-starred Sarah Connor.
Oh, there you go. Tie it in. Tie it in.
See? Fabio.
Fabio.
Oh man. Well, I think that is I think we have had, Chad. I think we have had our time for romance.
Hey, Fabio, if you call in, let us know your workout, bro.
Chad.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
It is I, Fabio.
You look like the one weird guy from Hollywood Squares.
Bruce Valanche.
Yeah, you look like Bruce Valanche. Or Rick from Rick and Morty. I'm not sure.
Sure. I, at one time, for a different project, had a Fabio wig. But that is gone now. And I am
Yeah,
left with this Santa Claus wig.
You got the Fabi Les wig there.
No.
My goodness.
We'll see if this makes it into the show. Probably not.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay.
You all right? You
Yeah,
gonna make it?
I ran. I don't know if you've looked at me. I was not built for running. I am no Fabio.
Hey, I don't think he's built for running either.
Ooh. Oh, I had at one time the flowing blonde wig. If I would have been able to come back with that.
Ugh, too bad.
Too bad. Well, I think that's probably it for Fabio.
That's it.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be back next time with an even worse movie. Good night.
Probably. Bye-bye.